how's it going? So we're back with 1993 Kawasaki KX125. We're going to be doing the graphics kit on here. We got a nice little kit from here. It's a throwback kit, so we're kind of going back to the original manufacturer, the spec. I like the look of those. So today what we're going to be needing for tools is we got a new heat gun. We're going to be using that so we can kind of get to the contour of the lines. I have a little bit of lukewarm water with just a little bit of soap in there. That way we can kind of do a wet application. We'll apply it both to here and the graphics. I got just a little squeegee. They say rubber is the best to use and not necessarily plastic. This is soft. We'll just kind of gently work this one. I got a micro cloth in here, and then we'll be wiping it down with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. So come join. Now, I've already done a lot of prep work on here. Kept everything really clean. This will be the last wipe down. And then we'll go through and we'll kind of lay out all the graphics and figure out where we want to go. And then what I do is I take a razor blade and just kind of cut right around there so I can just peel it back like that. There's some things that came in the kit, like the fork guards that go up here. We don't have those yet. Wouldn't mind getting those. Got the nice little instructions, how to do it. Big old thank you. Definitely a shout out to them. There you go. So it kind of looks like this piece will go on the front. Right down about there. I just got some blue painter tape, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want, what I don't want. This is pretty cool. So for the back, we got the swing arms, but these were the whole reason I bought this kit. Trying to get factory OEM ones, they're like $100 a decal. This whole kit was like $120. And they're just gonna be, oh, that looks so good. So we got some backfill in here, so we can pop some of these out. Very gently. Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna look so good. Okay. So some of the holes line up, some of them don't, so we'll just kind of have to make some judgment calls. Because up here this is right, but that doesn't fit quite well, so that's why we're going to use soap on the back side of it. You know, just the water spray bottle, so we can kind of, before we lay it down, we can sit around. So these are going to wrap around. We have contours in here, but the heat gun will help kind of make it a little bit more pliable, so we can get down in there. Let's start with the easy ones. Let's work our way up front, make sure we know how to work the material before we get to the main stuff. So let me get my heat gun hooked up. My dad was joking. So when working on the '67 Cougar, he had the heat gun. I just went and got another one because he stole it from me. He borrowed it, and I wanted to get this done today. So since I've never used this heat gun before, there should be two settings, low and high. Keep it low. We're just trying to make it pliable. We're not trying to make it liquid. So we got that. We got clean hands. Let's work this one. So we got a little bit of water. All right, let's turn you guys a little sideways so you can see. A little water, don't have to hose it down. Peel that off. I'm trying to limit my contact with it. I'm trying to grab it just by holding the outside. I don't want it all the way on the front lip. Well, that worked well. Let's go do the back. So this has a lot of contour lines. And so this page is going to end up like that, right? But this is nice and flat, so I'm just going to work this piece first, and then we'll lay these down and stripe them. We'll work one side at a time. gonna have to work it with the heat gun. It's just not perfect. Let's change camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. So the issue is, it has to bend so much right here, but this is flat and this has a lot of contours to it. Let's get a little dry. So by working the heat gun on this side, I got contours, so let's kind of replicate that, and that way you guys can see up close. See how much it just wants to. So this one sets the tone, right? And we're going to start working the heat gun, and we're going to try to get this more malleable. Binding up here, so let's come back. Let's keep on working it. A little excess, we're just going to trim it off lightly. think we look pretty good. So we'll move on doing the main decals. So on this one, we want to line the bolt holes up. Right, we got 3 bolt holes. Well, what I'm seeing is it's sitting just a little bit too low. Kind of using the tape so I can help. So I can get this one and this one lined up, or I can get this one and this one pretty close, but this one's just a little bit off. But all this right here sits a little low. So we may have to get an X-Acto knife and just kind of find its happy spot. Now then again, there's a lot of contours on here. This is the main part right here. And I'm hoping the plastic kind of moves and works with me a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is get a razor blade, we'll wet it up. I'm only going to take half the decal off because this is the tone for all of it. Now my bolt hole's over here, so I'm hoping by heating this up I can pull. Okay. And for it's gonna work out. Okay, now we're just going to keep working the water out. The things I like to do, usually when any kind of regular stickers, I'll take the paper it comes with because it's kind of smooth. get a little clean. That way I kind of have a surface to work it. My thumb's starting to get sore. Yeah, that makes the bike. That makes the bike. Okay, rotate it around, do the other side. Well, I suppose I could do these really quick. That'll take a second. We'll put them on, don't like it. Take them off. Hey Ian.
Hello.
Did you see what I did?
No. Oh.
So we just wrapped up doing the graphics on the bikes. Got a nice new front one up here. Great looking throwback graphic. I mean, that is factory without a doubt. We got the swing arm guards on. We got the tail fender on. We are ready to go. Everyone have a great day, a good evening, and behave yourselves.